this verse that we mentioned in the beginning, obey Allah and obey the Messenger and those who are in authority. We mentioned that the scholars, the companions, their students, who gave tafsir of this verse, Ulil Amr, they said, the Muslim ruler or the scholar. The scholar, the one who's worthy to be called a scholar. The one who other scholars point to him as a scholar. Not the one who ignorance point to him. Ignorance point to everyone as a scholar. You see. I remember in 1981, I didn't know my aqidah, my belief. I haven't learned anything. But I was giving durus. Enthusiastic. I'm giving durus. So I came to a certain city in America and we gave the lecture and they sent questions. Your Honorable Shaykh Abdullah, what is the jurisdiction of this and this? I laughed at him. I said, how do you know I am a Shaykh? I'm like you, I am just beginning to learn my religion. Okay? But it happens that I knew a few things that you don't know. That's all. And in the West, you'll find people who don't even know that they have to pray. Seriously. They don't know that prayer is an obligation. They don't know that. And many things that they don't know, let alone their belief and faith. So when we come to this verse, وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنكُمْ, don't be fooled by anyone who claims to be a scholar or claims to be someone who everyone should refer to in his questions. Don't be fooled by such people. You see? What have led to chaos nowadays except this kind of false parties? You see? Party who's led by someone ignorant relative to the scholars. He might know something, but relative to the scholars, he's an ignorant, a big ignorant. And he says to his people, when you raise yourselves up in the stage of build-up, you have to be hearing and obedient to my orders without hesitation, without doubt, without give and take. And this is not the situation with this. This man, he said it, you see. But all the parties, all the existing parties nowadays, including parties that claim that they don't involve in politics and this and that. I remember an American Muslim who just married some woman and she became a Muslim just for him. But inshallah later on her Islam will become better. So this man said, I want to do khuruj. I told him, brother, you are just married 2 days ago. What khuruj? Where are you going? He said, no, the scholars made mashwara, consultation, and they decided for me to leave her and go. As soon as he left her and went, she threw the Quran in the garbage and she denounced Islam and ran away to her family. When he came back, he was shy to meet with me because I told him. But we finally got him and he was crying very hard. What have I done to myself? Why did I obey those people? What is the shura? What is the shura? A man is married with a woman who just became a Muslim and you want to leave her for 40 days in America by herself? Yeah, it's something which is which no one can do except those who are blind following. Yes, blind following. They think that it's a must to accept the mashwara, the so-called mashwara. Who are doing the mashwara? I saw them. Some new American brothers who just became Muslims, and because they are very active in this way, they became the heads of that group. They know nothing. They know nothing. And they were declaring me as a kafir. They said, yeah, Abdullah Alfaresi is not Muslim, he's a kafir. They are ignorant, you see. Why am I a kafir? Because their leader told them, he is such and such. You see. So, the blind following of anyone is wrong in Islam. You see. You can be a follower of a certain scholar, but not to the degree that when you are sure that what he is ordering you is wrong, that you obey. You cannot obey him. Just like the Muslim ruler. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah said, إذا صح الحديث فهو مذهب. When the hadith is proved to be true, then that is my madhab. If I have said something else, cross it out. Imam Shafi'i said the same thing. Imam Ahmad the same thing. Imam Malik the same thing. Why? Because those four Imams are great, faithful Imams. You see, and they are great scholars. They are knowledgeable, real scholars. Imam Malik said, I did not start giving fatwa to the people until 40 scholars told me, oh Malik, go and give fatwa. 40. You see. Imam Shafi'i was 14 years old. But as I mentioned earlier, he would memorize anything that he hears. So he was already a scholar when he is 14. You see? So the scholars told him, why don't you give fatwa? Go ahead. He was hesitant because he is young, 14 years old. They told him, go and give fatwa. Now those groups and their leaders, whatever they are calling themselves, whatever they are claiming, who gave them the right to give fatwa? No one. No scholar. Not a Hanafi scholar, not a Shafi'i scholar, not a Maliki scholar, not a Hanbali scholar. No one. They find that their followers are ignorant, so they dare to say whatever they want. One of them was asked in Britain, Shaykh, can we rob the banks here in England? He said, yes. Yes, if you have certain conditions, you can. So how? And the English government let him there, and they give him salary and everything because they are using him to distort Islam. He was giving fatwas for the Algerians to kill women, to kill old people, to kill children, to kill people who are devoted to worship in their churches. Every one of those is against the Sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see, the Sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not even to cut the non-Muslims' trees when you are at war, at real jihad. You cannot cut their trees or plants. You cannot kill their children. You cannot kill their women, except if she is fighting, like nowadays. Okay, some of them fight. Some woman is a marine or whatever. You see, but killing them is through the state of Islam, not through individuals and not through ignorance who claim to have states and khilafah and all this. This is not accepted in Islam.